All right, another episode of Let's Talk. Got your boy Big Bake Sauce, and we got Janice. So what's the topic today? What are we talking about today?
Well, we talking about no good men's.
No good men. Anybody in the crowd want to say something about that topic? No? Okay. No good men. What's a no good man?
When he think he need to have 3 and 4 women's.
So that's the only thing that make a no good man, that think you need to have 3 or 4 women. Why you think that?
Because that's what they want.
So all no good men want multiple women. That's what you telling me.
Right. And think he own everything. Don't even own himself.
Okay, so all right, give me another example of a no good man other than multiple women.
Well, he think he always something. He think he a king,
So you telling me if a man think he a king and he want multiple women, that make him a no good man? You gotta break that down for me. I'm not understanding. Don't you want a king?
I mean, it's called they man's daddies, all that. So when you give them that, I think sometimes it make them with a big head think, oh, okay, I'm a king, I can go ahead and have 4 and 5 women's. Or if I'm a dad, I can have 4 and 5 women's because I'm a big thing, So it's sometimes it don't mean that because I call you my king or my dad, that don't mean you gotta have 4 and 5 different women's. Because I'm only one woman should be enough for you.
So what if you got a man that only got one woman, right? Say you were married to a man. Because I don't understand where you're going.
And so you saying that if he's a man, a good man.
No, I ain't say he was a good man. I'm asking this a question. All right, you was married to a man, but he was a no good man, but he only had you.
I don't know what's wrong with him not being a good man.
So why you keep saying a man with multiple women is a no good man? That's
because at the end of the day, you don't supposed to have but one woman. Why would you want to have 2 and 3 women's?
Well, okay, all right. With that reply, I would say, okay, kids. So do you believe every family should have one kid?
No, you can have many kids if you want.
Why? What the difference with the women and men? And this vice versa. I ain't just saying.
Because if you came to be married, you came as one.
Well, that ain't what we were speaking on in the beginning. You didn't
know.
We didn't say you had to be married.
You got a no good man. If you married a no good man and had kids by him, that was your husband. How did you know he was no good man when you married? You didn't.
So who fault would that be?
It ain't nobody's fault.
It gotta be somebody's fault.
No, it's nobody's fault.
Right and wrong. It gotta be.
No.
What made him a no good man other than the women you talking about?
Because he started looking at other women instead of looking at his wife.
So that would be one thing he doing wrong that make him a no good man.
Right. Because at the end of the day, when he went to her and asked her to be his wife, he only just wanted her. Now, if he wanted more than one, he should have never got married. He could have went and got him 5 women and put in one house.
Once you raise your hand, you got to stand on what you're saying. In the beginning of this, we didn't say married or not.
Well, not married. I feel like him. If you ain't married to that woman and you dating her, she supposed to be the main one for you, not go have a second woman.
What is the definition of dating? Why do it got an ing on it?
I don't know, but like I say, dating, you can say she your woman. Still yet, you ain't got no business cheating on her.
How is it cheating if y'all dating?
See, that's why I say men's love to be a dog.
Not men are dog. Okay, give me an example of a man that's a dog.
They like to have a lot of women.
So that's the only thing you can keep saying.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna start some questions because it seems like I got you stuck on that.
Because that's what they are.
All right. Can a woman create a no good man?
To change them?
Listen to me.
Correct.
Can a woman create a no good man?
That's a hard question.
Why is it hard?
I never heard of that, so
You never heard of a woman creating a no good man?
Right.
Okay, could a man create a no good woman?
Mm. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, okay, so why you so quick to say men are no good? If
You know, if you done been through that,
what have you been through? All I'm asking you.
having no good man,
Okay, but
that he can't be honest.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So
He can't be
that would
honest.
be a no good man. That not being honest makes
Right.
a no good man. So
Right.
not just having multiple women.
No, it just he can't
So
be
honesty.
honest.
So you got women out here that ain't honest.
Right, but
Go ahead.
a man, he supposed to be the head.
But he can't be the king in your eyes.
Not if he doing wrong. I mean, you can't be a king if you out there doing your queen wrong.
Yeah, but in order to have a queen, you have to become a king, right?
Yeah, but when you came to be a king, don't you supposed to stop doing everything you doing?
I don't know what is he doing. That's what I'm asking.
I'm talking about cheating with other women.
Okay, but
when you got that one queen, you don't need 4 and 5.
Okay, so
you don't need but one.
So we're gonna move on. As a woman, how do you keep your man happy?
Well, this is my ideal to do. The way you got that man when y'all was dating each other, keep doing it. Like if you got a weekend that y'all went out on one day out of the week, you ain't got to take me to no high price restaurant. We can go and get a McDonald's and eat it together, and I love it. Or we can just go to the park and just sit out and talk to each other. Stuff like that. When he come home, have the house looking good and have the bedroom nice and stuff like that. Remember the stuff that how you got her and how you got him. That's how you keep your man.
All right. So one thing, it ain't a right or wrong answer to this. But by talking to you, what I get out of that is I asked you a question, right? I asked you, how do you keep a man happy, right?
Yes.
And your reply was what? He don't have to take you well?
He don't have to take me to no fancy restaurant.
Okay, but I asked how you keep him happy, so we're gonna move on.
How I keep my man happy?
Put it in the comments if y'all caught that one. Yeah, okay. All right. If your man asks for more sex, what's your reply?
I'ma give it to him.
Just off top.
I'ma give it to him. Cause see, if I don't give it to him, he gonna go out there and try to get it from another woman. And I'ma keep my man. I'ma give it to him.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Do you believe in 50-50 when it comes to bills?
Yes. Cause I feel like if I would bill $100, you should pay 50 and I pay 50. It ain't that I pay the whole $100, cause it's both of our bills. We came as one.
Okay, good answer. I like that. So what if you had a man that didn't have a job at the time?
Well, now we came together and he don't have a job. Then it's my job to take care of him until he get a job. But now he don't think I'm gonna take care of him his whole life now, because he gonna have to get up off his tail and go get a job.
All right. So do you believe in loaning your husband? What we talking? Okay, your man. Period.
Right.
Do you believe in loaning him money?
Now this is how I feel. Now some women might not like what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it like this. If I got $100 and he needs something, I give him 50 because we came as one. So it's just like if I needed some money and he got it, he should give me half of his money. It ain't that always got to be yours, because we should come together and put it together. Not that you got it all and not give me none. So I feel like you should work together, not be out there saying it's yours all the time.
Okay, so all right, moving on. In the household, who comes first? The mama, the daddy, or the kids?
Well, back in the days, it's supposed to be the father.
And why is that?
Because he's supposed to be the head. He's supposed to be able to learn how to let his wife follow behind him. He's supposed to be that king. He's supposed to have that wife on the side of him, not in behind him or not in front of him. He's not a boss, but he's supposed to be able to go. He's supposed to have God and show them, that wife and kids, how to go.
So
not
Go ahead, my bad.
Not behind him or beside in front of him. Supposed to be beside him. It ain't that he the boss, like,
So
but
what's
he's
wrong
the
with being a
king.
boss?
Because a lot of men, when they say you the boss, they get that in their head and think he own her. He don't own her.
Well, I think it speaks somewhere in that Bible. I don't read the Bible, but
Well, until you know that you telling the truth, you got to look in the Bible and find it for him. Because at the end of the day,
so it do speak somewhere once y'all get married, right? You say he think he the boss. You belong to him. Why did you sign that paperwork? Why did you get married? Period. That's for a man or a woman.
okay. So if he's saying he your boss, well, you his boss too. Then, cause y'all came as one.
Okay.
You're not two peoples no more.
So
you as one.
So okay. Why he can't be a boss?
And why she can't be a boss?
I didn't say that. I'm asking you why he can't be a boss.
I mean, he can, but he got to know the right way to be the boss.
What's the right way for the people that's listening out there?
The right way, that means you don't bruise her, do her any kind of way, talk to her any kind of way like a child. She's not a child. She's your wife. You came as one. Y'all supposed to be at one person.
Okay.
That means
I know this is a touchy subject, but can you start hitting my desk?
Yes, I'm sorry, cause you know, I that relationship and marriage stuff, it just burns me when women and men don't know how to treat their husband and wife.
Okay. All right. Can your man be a king in his own castle, and how do you help him become a king?
Yes, he can be your king, because like I said, when he came and married you, you can ask him to be your king, and you can be his queen. But now you can't take that and run with it and think, oh, you can treat her any kind of way, like a dog or something. Okay. You can't do that.
What you mean treat her like a dog? Give me an example.
You know, when some men, when they get that up there thinking they everything,
as he should, right?
I mean, yes, but
should you ask the woman, or you ask the man, whoever you dealing with, shouldn't they feel like they the shit?
I mean, yeah, they can be the shit.
When I walk in the building with my woman, I want to feel like we the best thing in the building.
Okay, you said best thing. That means both of y'all. But see, it's got some men out here think they the best and they wife ain't shit.
Okay, but all right. So I said something about the S word earlier, sex. When is it okay to hold back sex from your partner? That go for man or woman?
For with the men and women. When you
go
know,
for men or
okay, women. Say you got a man. And he supposed to be your king. But every time you turn around, he always got doing gone, or he ain't home, or he doing something. So why would you give him sex? So you don't know what he doing.
All right, maybe I should have reworded that question. So when is it okay to hold back sex from your partner?
Hold back. Yeah. When I feel like he doing something he ain't got no business doing.
Okay, that may just be a feeling. Do you got proof?
No, but why would you be out if you already got a queen at home? You tell me that.
Why would I be out? You asking me as a man, or you just?
I'm asking you as a man. Tell me, why would your king be out when he already got a queen?
I wouldn't have no king.
No, you won't have a queen, but
no, I mean, won't have a king
because you're a man. I'm saying, if you was a man, woman, and you had a king out there, won't you want him to be at home?
No, I wouldn't want that king to be at my house.
Okay, we.
So if I had a woman, right? What you saying?
Yes.
Would I still be out?
Right.
It depends what I'm doing when I'm out. What if I would like to go to sports or some kind of event like that and you don't like sports?
Well, let's back that on back.
Go ahead.
If you ain't asked your wife or whatever to go with you, how you would know if she didn't like it?
Well, I'm going to ask. If she say no, I don't want to.
Okay,
go.
Then I feel like, yeah, it'd be fine for you to go, but don't go all the time. You need to find something that your wife like to go to.
Okay, so what if she homebody and don't like to go nowhere?
No, I don't be want to hear that.
No, I'm asking you. What if she don't like to go nowhere?
Well, then you need to stay home sometime with your wife.
So that's how you really feel. Let
That's
me know
how
what
I
y'all
feel
think in the
about it. That's
comments.
how I feel about it. Stay home with your wife.
Okay.
Because I like to ask a man this question.
Please do.
How would you feel if your wife were doing that stuff and you was home?
Well, first of all, if I had a wife and she liked to go out, I'm not gonna say I don't like to go. I'm going out with her.
Okay, but the question you had asked this while ago about what if the wife don't like to go out where you want to go and she stayed home?
See, sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. You can't please everybody, but if you're gonna try to please them, sometimes you gotta not please yourself. If you want to go to church every Sunday and I don't like church, I just be in church not liking it. If I love you that much.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
Sometimes you can do that same stuff.
But we got to stick to the question that you asked now. Don't you
I
going
know,
left
but
or right.
Like you
We
said,
talking about going out.
Going out.
It ain't no such thing. If you go out, I go out. Now, if you let him go out and then it become a problem, he going out by himself, who created that problem?
But what if he want to go out and don't want you to go out with him, though? So what you supposed to do?
But then you just say you was a queen, he a king, right? You grown also, right? We ain't talking about kids.
We
We
grown.
talking about two grown people.
But he's your head, though. He's your king.
It's a difference in following the rules of the house that y'all created together.
Well, you got some kings, don't think?
No, that's not a king. And that's not a queen.
That's what I said.
No, that ain't what you said. Nah, I can't let you slide.
That's why they like little dogs, because a king.
No, now you calling them out their names. Why would a man want to be with you and you won't even call him by his name?
Well, I ain't gonna call no names.
Well, you just call the men that you talking about dogs and.
Well, what you want me to call them?
No, I want you to call them what they are. I want you to call them what they are. So, all right, we're going to move on then.
Well,
unless you got something else to say about that.
No, I don't want to talk about that no more.
Oh, so now you don't want to talk about it no more?
Not that part. Okay, we can talk about something else.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening. Another episode of Let's Talk. Everybody like to talk, so don't be quiet now. You got your boy Big Bait Sosa. Thank you for the guest, Janice. Again, I think this episode 2 or 3. And part 2 to this one coming out real soon. So again, appreciate y'all for listening and keep supporting, like, share, subscribe, do all that you can do to help keep this channel going. And we really appreciate y'all for taking the time to listen to it. And if you got any topics you would like us to speak on, please DM me and keep talking, y'all. Again, Let's Talk Podcast.